welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna, and for those of you who are new here, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Here on my channel, I do planner and planner-related videos, DIY videos, and occasionally I'll feature new releases that I've listed to my Etsy shop. And if that is of interest to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you hit that little notification bell, you'll always be notified of when I do load a new video. And if you could also comment, like, and share, that would be amazing. So it is cash envelope stuffing and unstuffing. Now, Miss Budgeting D and I have had this conversation where we call everything cash envelopes when really they are cash dividers. Now, they're essentially the same thing, but even on my label it says cash envelope, and I've been thinking about it, and I think it's because we're both sort of following a Dave Ramsey inspired type of budget. And so in his, well, at least I assume, in his budgeting style, cash envelopes is just a term that's used. So that's what I use, even though my system is the divider system. I just wanted to talk about that, because when we were talking back and forth about that did, like, we should put it what it actually is, but yeah, cash envelopes are just sexier. Yeah. Sexier. All right, so it is the 20th of July. I did get paid, so I actually have the cash for the next month. So I was going to actually put this in here right now, but we're not actually at that point of the video, so let's just do what we always do, where we first of all figure out space issues. And I've mentioned that I have a tiny little space, but I know that Miss Tara has a tiny little space. I know that Miss Andy has a tiny little space. So it's not like this is a unique situation because I live in Hawaii, because those ladies live all over the United States. They're not even in the same location, and they deal with tininess. So tininess is just not a Hawaii thing, just in case you were wondering. So we are going to unstuff our cash envelopes, as it were, where, let's see how much cash we ended up with. So from our spending category, we started off with $30, and we have 5, 10, 15, 16, $17 remaining, so that's awesome. From office, we have $5 remaining, so that makes it 22. And then toiletries, we are at a 0. So for spending, if we had $17, yeah, I know I should be able to math that, but I'm not Tamika. So $30 minus 17 equals 13. Is that right? Yep, 10 and 3. Don't even trust the calculator. Cool. All right, so we are going to move that to savings. So let's just follow what we've been doing up there. Savings, and then office was just a wash of $5. No, it's not a wash because we still have it. So we subtracted nothing. We have $5, and we are moving that to savings. Now, literally, I am the only person that looks at this. Well, and you guys. So I don't need to put the asterisk. I don't need to put this because I know what that means. But I just like to be consistent. And there could be a week where I actually just carry over the money versus put in savings. But yeah, maybe that's why I do it. When I edit, maybe I'll figure out what's going on. And then toiletries, we actually had a negative. We spent that money. So we're ending with 0, and nothing's moving to savings. So we'll do our transactions. So earlier, yesterday morning before work, because I like to do the shopping before work, I went to favorite store in the whole world, which is Walmart, and I picked up some deodorant. I'm running low, and I picked up a 2-pack. And that's the wool. That's from Toiletries. And it was 4 and change, so you know I like to just round up. And so we're done with that. And then for office, we actually will move to savings just so that we can zero out. Move to savings, zero out, and then we'll start fresh. And we're not tracking savings here, just our actual spending. And then on the same Walmart trip, I picked up a small toy and one of those, I used to read them to my sister. It's like The Little Engine Then Could, or Mother Goose, those little books. They're like a square with the gold binding. I'll look, because I mean it's here, because I needed to wrap it up. But I bought basically a small toy and that book for a co-worker, because her baby's having a first birthday party. I won't be able to attend, but I do like to give a gift. I will make a card and probably some sort of handmade gift to go along with it, because I just like to do that. That came out of spending, and that was $10, and that, yeah, from the Walmart. And then in the beginning of the week, on my way in, I had breakfast, but I was doing it Hobbit style and decided to have another breakfast by way of a hash brown and a coffee at McDonald's, because there's one next to the bus stop that I take to get into work. So yeah, I had Hobbit style first breakfast and then regular breakfast a couple of hours later. And that was $3. So we're going to move that to savings to zero us out, and boom, at a 0. So let's move this to the side. We won't need the transaction log any longer. And we'll put this money away first, just so that we can have some semblance of organization here. Now, I am so behind on my June budgeting. I did make a snowball payment. I did actually bring my everything to 0 that I wanted to. I haven't done it on paper, and that's probably not going to happen. So when I do the July monthly recap, I actually will just tie all of my numbers then so that you guys can see it. Plus, I am going to be changing up the way that I do things, just because the cash envelope system does help me keep track of my cash spending. But for my sinking funds and the online income and all of that, I do really need to rethink on how I'm tracking that. So yeah, that's why those videos haven't come up. So we are in the weekly cash section. So today is the 20th. We are adding $22. And so if we add the 38, I think that's 60 plus 22. Yep, we have $60. Alright, so we are nearly there, because I do have that $100 savings goal. So we'll get this organized. And when I went to the bank earlier today, the teller was super nice, and she turned all of my money so that it faced the same way, which I thought was great, especially since there was a really long line. And it did take her, just a couple of seconds, but I appreciate the small details like that, because I would have done it when I got here. So we will put that in there. And I will be doing a video, and it might be just one long video or a 2-parter on how to make this little setup here by way of the cover, and I'll probably show you how to make your own dashboard cover here, because this is a traveler's notebook style cover, and then I'll show you how to make a cover to go on the front, and then I will do videos on how you can make your own little folder pockets, and this fits on the mini system because it is 7 rings. Now, as I mentioned in last week's video, I do have some of these pocket folders in my shop, but again, just stay tuned for that video. It's probably going to be in the next few weeks. I did a poll recently, and you guys really want to see some Happy Nietzsche accessories, so I will be doing that video first because that's the one that got the biggest amount of votes. And then you guys wanted to see a tutorial on how I made this little Happy Nietzsche taste show inspired journal, so that will be next because that got the next amount of votes. And then the last thing I'll do is the setup here, where I show you how to make one of these yourself if you wanted to keep your cash stash away like I do, or just have a folder worth of folders, as well as showing you how to do 3 different styles of cash envelopes. So those are some things that will be coming down the line, so just be aware of that. We are going to stuff the 4th week of July, so actually I need to get back into this. And actually, since we have this open, this is what I got from the bank this morning. So I'm not going to set up August yet. I just want to show you that I gave this to the teller. She knew exactly how much denomination of what to give me. And like I said, she put all of my money facing the same direction. So we do have a $100 in 20s. We have $50 in 5s, and then $50, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, $50 worth of 5s, and that gives us $200 for our cash envelopes. And that's typically what I give myself for the month. Not going to look at this until we do our setup for August, so that just stays nice and tidy in there. And we are in week 4, and we have our typical $40. So, and even though the last week of July, there's a few days of August, I'm still funding the July that week with monies that I pulled from June. It's easier for me that way. Now, next week, because I'm off Monday and Tuesday, I'm only working for 3 days. So I'm actually going to take $20 and move that to savings automatically. So 20 into savings, and that's as of today. And then we'll see if we have anything left over from this 20 at the next unstuffing, stuffing, and then we can put that towards savings as well. So 720, and we're adding 20. Hey, look it. We're almost there. Maybe we'll even exceed it. Now I know that's bachi, so, maybe we won't. So put the 2 5s there and the 10 there, and let's just make sure. 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and that makes 80. Cool. So let's put this back in there. We've accounted for all of the things. And then we'll put it back in here. So yep, next week is the last week for this cash envelope setup, and then I will film a video where I actually set up for August as well. So that'll be super fun. What's going on there? And so we'll do 3 categories just because I don't want to see all that white space. toiletries, and we'll put everything in spending, and that's 0, 0, 0. We didn't carry anything forward. Spending, we get 20, and then nothing, and then next week we'll see if there's anything remaining. And then we'll put these back in order, and we will stuff our envelope with the divider and stick it back in our wallet. And that is that. So we've got a really good start on that. With the no spend last week, we didn't spend Tuesday through Thursday, right? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, yeah. So, and again, when I set this goal, it was more to get to that than to have actual no spend days, because I figured, I mean, that would be the way that I'd save. I know, Captain Obvious just showed up. Yep, you're welcome. All right, guys. So that's my cash envelope stuffing for week. Ending week 3, going into week 4 of July. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. And as always, aloha.